Today we're going to talk about the process of hiring your first employee. My name is Michael Barayev, and I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years. We did that with zero money invested from outside. And now we have a sales company, we have marketing, we have a call center, we have a lot of things cooking for us from coast to coast like butter on toast, right? So my job is very simple. My job is to help you hire your first employee. You might say, Michael, I already hired employees. I got you. I'm going to show you how to hire an employee the right way. The way I do it has worked for me for many years, right? So number one, before you hire an employee, you have to understand, why are you hiring the employee? What's the purpose of the employee? Is it just to like have them do everything and you just go on vacation? No, the whole purpose is to have assistance in helping you accomplish your goals. So instead of you doing everything, you have two people now able to do it. And one of you is going to do it, and the other one can now focus on other tasks, right? You want to buy back your time. Not buy back your time to go on vacation, but buy back your time so you can focus on other things that are important in your business. So for example, if you're a sales guy and you want to hire an assistant, right? As an example, why would you hire that assistant? The only reason why you hire an assistant is if you're wasting a lot of time on tasks that are not producing you income. As a sales rep, as a business owner, when you're hiring somebody, your whole objective is I want to focus on only income producing activities. The things that actually make me money. So for example, prospecting, that may not make me a lot of money, right? Because it's a redundant thing. Can I outsource that? Let's see, right? Closing a deal. Who can close a deal? You can't. Maybe I don't want to be the guy closing a deal, right? It depends. So you got to figure out every single thing that you do. You got to write it down. So the first thing I usually do is I write down every single thing that I do in my business. All the things that I'm supposed to do, all the tasks. If I prospect every day, if I cold call, if I send emails, if I actually call customers, do presentations, if I'm actually the one signing them up, if I'm calling them to make sure they're getting installed, if I'm calling them after to make sure they got the product to the house delivered, whatever it may be, I'm writing down everything, right? From there, I'm like, okay, what can I delegate as of right now? I can't delegate all of it now because then what am I supposed to do, right? So what is it I need to delegate that's going to help me get more time to focus on one of the other buckets? So maybe I need to focus on, maybe I want someone to just close the deals, and I'm going to just focus on prospect because that's what I really want to do. And that's the whole purpose of hiring an employee, to help you take off the stress, take off the extra load off of you so you can focus on income producing activities, right? You're buying back your time. A lot of people say, well, I don't want to hire my first employee because it's going to cost me money. Of course it's going to cost you money, but it's costing you time. So it's either going to cost you money or it's going to cost you time. Which one do you want? If you want to have more time in your life, you need to use your money. If you want to have more money in your life, then you're going to use your time. And later on, when you get really successful and you build a massive team, you can have money and you can have time. But in the beginning, you got to figure out which one you want to give. If you're busted broke, you may not have a lot of money to hire someone. So guess what? You got to do everything. But as you're creating success in your business, you're making money now. Use that money to buy back your time so you can focus on income producing activities. I told my guys all the time, I used to always say this, if you're doing your own laundry, why? Because it costs you probably $10 or $10 an hour or $40 to give it to the Asian lady or whoever to do your freaking laundry. But you're sitting there for 4 hours washing, drying, folding, packing, and for what? When you can use that time to go make more money, right? So I always write this down. I write down all the things that I do, all my tasks, and then I write what can be delegated, okay? Next. I also, when I hire someone, I make sure their values align with what I'm trying to accomplish in my life. Who are they? What are they about? Are they the kind of person that love to, it's okay. If they're the kind of person that loves to leave at 5 o'clock, that's not the kind of person I'm looking for. I've never been that kind of guy. I hate that kind of mentality, right? For all of my employees, they got to be the people that they're not time constricted. They're based on value constriction. What do I mean by that? They're there to get their job done. And if it goes over or it goes under, I don't give a crap. Just get the shit done. That's the mentality. I want people that want to get shit done. I've never like really, 2 hours, 1 hour. That to me is bullshit. Let's get the job done. If we can do it shorter, fine. If we can't, no big, then whatever. We got to do it an extra hour, whatever it may be. But the whole purpose of it, the values have to align with how you run your business and how you run your culture. Because what happens is when you hire your first employee, when you bring a second employee, there are two different value systems. It's going to conflict, and you're going to have to keep replacing people over and over and over again. And I've made this mistake hundreds of times by hiring the wrong people. Right? And there's a way to figure out your culture. We'll make another video about that, but I will put them into buckets, right? And you'll realize there's 4 types of employees, right? As a matter of fact, I'll make another video of that, and Matthew, maybe you can remind me about this after this video. I'll make the video about how to figure out what type of employees you want and what type of employees you don't want in your team, right? The 4 different buckets, right? So I figured out what do they want and why do they want it. Why do they want this kind of life? What are they trying to accomplish? What are their goals? You might say, Mike, I don't give a shit about their goals. I care about what's going to happen for me in my business. No, man. You want to make sure that their goals are in alignment with your goals. So if they're the kind of person who wants to grow and be part of a growing company and you're trying to grow, perfect. But if they're like, no, we're looking for a stable company, this and that, and you're a startup, you're hiring the wrong person. They're going to quit in a week, or might quit in a month, right? So it's very important to understand what do they want and where are they at in their life and why they want it. Next, what kind of experience do they have? Experience is not the most important thing for certain roles, but sometimes they are, right? If you're hiring for a position to be an assistant, that's something you could teach them. But certain roles you cannot. I'm not going to teach someone how to develop an app. They got to have that experience already. What have they done in the past? Because I'm trying to buy back my time, right? So it depends on the position, but it all depends. But I would figure out what is their experience and what kind of experience are you looking for, right? Next, would they be a good person to duplicate themselves? So check this out. Every time I hire somebody, I'm like, okay, can this person manage 3 to 5 people later on? If they cannot, and that's a growing position, I would probably not hire them. Because I want to find someone that can be a leader and a manager later on to manage a team of 3 to 5 people for that little department. Because what's the point? I know I'm going to grow in that department. I know that accounting is going to grow. As an example, I need 2, 3, 4, 5 accountants, but I want to have a leader in the first place. It's much easier to take your time and find the right leader and then hire them and wait 2, 3 weeks, 2, 3 months, whatever, than hiring the wrong person and then saying, listen, I cannot make you the leader, putting a leader from the outside in. It just makes a problem. I'd rather start from the beginning and have them be the leader from the get-go. It's just much easier because they're going to help me recruit more people anyway, right? And I've always done that, and it always worked out in a great way. Next, I do a trial run with them for a few days or a few weeks, okay? Few days, few weeks. Hey, listen, I like you. You're amazing. We're going to do an observation. We're going to do a trial period to see if you're a good fit for the culture, good fit for the company, to see if it makes sense. You have the job, but you don't have the job. Let's just see how it works. I love trials. Everybody loves trials, right? Think about it, 14-day free trial. You try it out to see if you like it. If you like it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't, right? Amazon does it all the time. You have a trial all the time for 30 days. You don't like it, return that shit. Everything's a fucking trial. And the fact that you know that it's a trial, you feel safe as a business owner. You feel safe as a consumer. Why? Because there's no, I fucking hired them, I have to wait. No, give them a trial. You're not hired yet. 2 weeks trial. Whatever it may be, right? Figure that out, whatever it is for your business. Then I would hire them. Let's say they're good, I would hire them, but I would not say, oh, you're 100% hired. I would say, listen, you're hired, but we're going to put you in a probationary period for the next 30, 60, 90, 120, 180 days. Why would I put them on a probation period? Because I want them to know that they don't have the job secure yet. Because, and to be honest with you, as I hire that person, I'm still looking for I'm still looking for another person to replace them. I know it sounds sad. I know it sounds crazy. But remember, I will never let my business be held hostage because of what they're doing, what they're not doing. I need to grow my business. So guess what? I'm always looking to replace them. And God forbid if they quit, guess what? Or God forbid if I get rid of them because they're not performing, whatever it may be, I still have the company growing in the right direction. I'm never satisfied with that individual until a couple of months pass by after the probationary period, and that's when I know I officially hired them 100%. And if you run your business that way, I promise you, you will never get screwed over in hiring people because you're going to find people that are not a good fit and they'll quit in a week, or you may get rid of them in a week, they may quit in a month, you may get rid of them in a month, and it doesn't matter because you're always making sure that position is being taken care of. And this has helped me in sales. This has helped me in hiring employees because I never 100% feel like I have someone 100%. Because you don't. Because if someone offers them a better deal, better environment, better this, better that, better for them, not just better in general, but maybe it's better for them because it's closer to their house or whatever, closer for their, better for their schedule, for their family, I don't know, then guess what? I get asked out. So I don't want to be asked out, so I put myself in a position where I'm always in a position to win, right? This doesn't mean that I'm here to hurt other people. No, but the company is number one. What comes first? The company. The company is the collective group of people, right? Not because of an individual, but because of a collective team of people. And if you focus on the collective team, you're able to have more people join that vision, join that call. So hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully you learn how to hire your first employee. If you've done it before, great. This is probably the right way to do it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. See you guys then.